Yay, I'm on location. I'm at my brother's studio. I've got the hot sauna right here. My mom is joining us. She's over here. And I'll be telling her different things to do. Mostly I'll be telling her, quit whining. Okay, we're here. We're gonna do our Wednesday. I got it set up so I'm barefooted, okay? So let's start with our foot. Look at this. This is a very simple thing to do. I'm just going to go to the side at a 45-degree angle. That's number one. And I'm just going to put my heel down. And I'm pushing my hip back. See that? Not much, just a little, because I want to actually feel my heel. And then I just come back. And then I go wide. And then I come back in. So when I say go wide and come back in, Mom, when I so wide, what I want you to do is pull in and actually bring your knee up and go out, one at a time. And then one at a time back in. So just this out, in, whether you're sitting or whether you're standing. If you've had hips replaced, one or both, if you've had knees replaced, this going out and going in is kind of a big deal. And see, whenever that you see me go out into this position, before I come back in, I soften my knees and I just push my butt back a little. And I keep my shoulders down, up, down, and I come back in and I come back in. Take a big deep breath, out, get ready, heel, toe comes up until you feel stretching coming from your foot, from your heel up. You just want to feel it start. See this? So when I go to the side like this, I push my butt back and I pull those toes up. You've even seen people have a strap and pull your toe. I'm not going to do that. You could. I just want you to shift your weight. See, here's the deal. I have lots of people, myself included, with joints replaced, right? When I shift you and I go into this, see, you're thinking it's all because of this. What I'm trying to get you to do is, yes, do that, because that will really help your heel, your calf, your foot function better. However, I'm doing it to warm up your back. I want your back to be an extension, and I'm pushing my hip back and my knee is soft. Then I come back up, and now, see, I put a gentle load here while I give this an offloaded chance to stretch. Then I step back down, take a big deep breath, bring your feet in, bring your feet out, bring your feet in. And when you bring your feet in, let me ask you, do you lock them? See, when you come in, most people lock their knees up. Keep those knees just soft. Yeah, just keep it soft, because I want you to feel the whole impact of your body weight, okay? Now I'm gonna go to this one. So I'm starting at ground zero. I'm starting at feet. So here's the deal. Before I shift and pull this toe up, okay, I'm gonna tighten in, take a big deep breath, soften up my knees, and I'm gonna take my hands, now that I've moved just a little bit, and put my heels, and you can do this, back here. And I'm gonna push my hips forward. So you just drop your shoulders back. Back, okay? I'm talking to my mom. She isn't whining yet. She just quits. And then come back and bring your hands right to here. When you're having some back issues, see the V? See the V? I just push down. I'm pushing into my hips right now and into my heels. And my back is very extended. My chin is what? Tucked. Because I don't want to crank my chin up yet. Then when I come up, my heels go back here. I release my rear end and I soften my knees and I push. And that hip is going out, helping you go into a nice, gentle hyperextension. So this, see, this, I'm pulling that toe up, shifting this little maneuver that I'm doing right here. And then I go into the back. I come in, I come open. I come in, I come open. I come open and come back in. Excellent. Now I'm going to bring those hands right here. Okay? So I am going to follow some of the longevity, the 6 longevity moves with no weight, but I'm going to put them into a mobility unit. So stay with me. So here we go. I'm going to bring my hands right here, and then I'm going to drop my shoulders, and then I'm going to take a breath, and then I'm going to bring my elbows up just as far as I can get them. Go ahead, bring them way up. Yeah, push your hips forward, and then you bring it back in, and then you bring those back in, and then you come back down. Yeah, let's do it again. So right on the tail end of the 3rd one of these, we're going to go on up. When you take your arms up over your head, it gives a whole different dynamic to your whole thoracic cavity, okay? And your thoracic spine, so do it carefully. Breath through your nose. Breath through your nose. Now, when you get to the height of your breath, take one more little short breath in. Go. See that one more little breath in helps to really open up your alveoli, okay? So here we go. Just like we were holding weights, we're going to bring the weights here, see? And then we're going to bring our elbows up. And when we bring our elbows up, we're not going to bring our shoulders up. We're going to set on your shoulders. Yeah, now your hips come forward. Now your hips come forward. Keep your chin tucked. Yeah, knees are soft. Take a big, big breath. Okay, one more. And then come back down. See how I'm coming all the way back down, all the way back down? Yeah, this is the 3rd one. So what am I going to do at the tail end? Before I come back down, then I'm going to use one hand to help the other hand, and I'm going to go up over my head as far as I can. You ready? Got my weights in my hands, because a bicep curl with a good weight to really make you work, which is what we did Monday. See, we do this, but now we turn it into mobility. Big breath, nose. And just remember, if you forget how to breathe, you're going, I don't know how she wants me to breathe. All you got to do is shut your mouth, because you'll have to breathe through something, and it's going to be your nose. Okay, so right here. Okay, see how I'm standing my ground? My shoulders are down. My tummy is engaged. That's bracing. I'm not holding my breath. Breathe in through my nose. Bring the elbows up. Bring the elbows up. Push your hips forward. Take a big breath. Now bring the hands right here together. Touch your fingers together. Push on your fingers. Bring them up. Bring them up. Bring them up. Bring them up just as high as you can. Breathe. Big breath. And exhale. And exhale and exhale and exhale. Now we do a little swinging. See? Keep them low. Don't come up. See, if you're coming here, you're lifting. I don't want any lifting. I want a pendulum. Don't lift. Move from the shoulder, back and forth. Okay? I'm trying to straighten my mother out. Okay? Here we go. See how my arms are not lifting? They're just doing a pendulum. Do you see my stance? I could do this seated without, if you had a chair without arms. So see, I'm just bending a little bit, a little hip hinge. I'm dropping my shoulders. And if you have a tricky shoulder, do not be lifting them here. And you're gonna only want to pendulum as far as you can if you don't have pain, but you don't bend at the elbow. Don't bend at the elbow. See my elbow? No bending. That makes you use your shoulder. Yeah, because some of you are doing this. Look, look. Some of you are doing this. You don't even know you're doing it. No elbow bending. This move is coming from the shoulder. See how I'm over? I'm hip hinged. Yeah, so I'm working against gravity for my back extensors. See that? And then I come up, I swing them up. I can touch them if I need to. I'm gonna have one to help the other and go back up over my head. Now I'm gonna push the hips forward. Push the hips forward, bring them back as far as you can. As far as you feel you can. Take a big breath through your nose. Big breath through your nose. Big breath through your nose. And come back down. Yay. Okay, we've been doing a stance for a pretty long time. So now what I'm gonna do is, you see my bench? You could use your kitchen chair. That would be perfectly fine. I'll turn like this so you can see what I'm doing. So this is where you bring the knee up, okay? So I'm gonna drive with that knee up, okay? See that? And then come back down. So I'm gonna just drive. So here's the deal. If you guys are doing this, like where you can have your safety hold, that's what I would rather. Because I'm gonna ask you to stand on one leg, tightening your tummy, drive the leg up, and come back down. See that? So we're not doing this as a strength modality, we're doing it as a movement modality. I want to get as much movement through the hip as I can. And that means I have to support myself here with my tight tummy, my shoulders down. I'm shifting. I'm going to drive the knee up and come down. And if you have a wall, I'll move this piece of equipment over. If you have a wall or something that you can just put your hand on, I don't want you to crash and burn here, okay? So here we go. If you need to put 2 fingers on something, you want to drive the knee up, soften this knee, and bring it down. Drive it up and put it down. Drive it up and put it down. Drive it up and put it down. So we'll do 2 or 3 at the same time. Again, I don't want to do an overload necessarily. I want to get motion, movement, okay? So here's my wall, so to speak, my counter, something I can hold on to. A pole, that would be fine. Go to the other leg. One finger on your little safety net, because I would like for this to push your balance just a little, but not be unsafe. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna drive the knee up, and I'm gonna tap. Then I'm gonna drive it up and bring it back down and reach back as far as I can. Then I'm gonna drive it up, put the knee down, drive it up, bring it back, okay? 2 and 2. Now we'll revisit that in just a minute. Now I'm gonna just take a little position for squats. So this is where you would do your toe dorsey, okay? And bring your hands just right here and do it. Take big breaths. So I'm gonna push my hips back. See? What you're gonna pretend is that you're gonna pick up a weight, but we're not using a weight. I mean, you can if you want to, but I want you to do a little test. I want you to see if you take a wide stance. I want to see if you can get into a froggy Scott squat, okay? So if you just had an operation on your knee, probably wouldn't push it. Okay, Juliana, here we go. See how I'm coming down? This is my knee replace side, this is my hip replace side. I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna come down and act like I'm gonna pick up something. See, I'm gonna come down and then I'm gonna push right down as far as I can go. Then I'm gonna pull and pull. Bring those elbows back, way back. Big breath through your nose, drop your shoulders. Go back down. Go into that froggy squat. Act like you're gonna pick up. Here, I'll put this here so you'll see what I'm talking about. See, what if I came down here to try to get this? See, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna drop my butt. Then I'm gonna come up, pull back. Okay? 2 more times. I want you to get all the way down. See, as if you were gonna get down in the floor. And again, I'm not doing this to build up muscle tension. I'm doing it as a movement modality. Okay, range of motion. And with a stiff knee, because this knee is very stiff on me, you gotta keep trying to be able to get down here. Okay, get down here. Drop your butt. Drop your butt. Act like you're gonna pick something up. You don't, but you're gonna drop down there and now you're gonna pick it up. See that? I'm gonna act like I'm gonna pick it up and bring my hands up. Gonna go back. Gonna revisit some of the other previous moves. Gonna bring it back down. I think we got 2 more. Here we go. See this? If I came to your room right now and I watched you, I would look at 2 things. I would look at if you're pushing your taillights back. You have to keep your back extended. And if your knees are staying out, okay, over my toes. Don't let your knees cave. So as you're coming down, you want to shine your taillights, okay? And then push back up, push back up, push back up, go back over your head. So you're just pushing, you're coming back down, coming back down. Very important when you get to this point in a froggy squat. You get to this point, whether you're sitting or standing, this is where everybody wants to round their back. The way you don't do that is you act like you're shining your taillights. You keep your rib cage up and you get down. And then you get down and down and down. You grab that, whatever it is, object, and then you pull back. And then you revisit some of the other moves that we just did. Take a big deep breath, exhale, and then come back down. And then we go to the side, and we go to the side, and then we give ourselves a pat on the back for doing these. Yeah, and if we don't whine, you get double pats on your back. Okay, take a breath. See, I'm shifting, and I'm reaching back over my back. I'm not trying to do a ton of repetitions. I want to get that elbow going way back here. Okay, now use your hands. Put one hand on this elbow. Pull. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Pat yourself on the back. See, I'm pushing. Then you come back. Then you go to the other side. Right here. Drop your shoulder. Breath. Pat yourself on the back. Yeah. Yeah, so this is all about shoulders right now. Now we're gonna bring one hand back here. And then we're gonna bring one hand back here. And we're just gonna go as far as we can. You see what I'm doing? I'm shifting. I'm shifting from one foot, and I'm gonna go tap, tap, tap. And then I'm gonna go the other side. And I'm gonna go tap, tap, tap. So tap your toe, shift. Here we go. See, I'm trying to go up here and touch my shoulder blade. Tap, 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 tap. Breath, and tap, 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 tap. See, I just go back and forth, and I get those shoulders really oiled up with that synovial fluid. So no matter what you've got going on with handicap disorders, postural accidents, whatever. Every time you move a joint, see, do this. Just do this. I'm oiling that joint. Every time I do this, I'm oiling that joint. The little bits of synovial fluid start to encapsulate and go around that joint. And that's what you gotta know to really make yourself want to move. Don't say, oh, I have to exercise. Say, I get to move. See, we're not exercising, we're just moving. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. This is when you do your leg things or your these. Okay, I have my chair here. And we did this as some strength work on Monday, but we're going to do it as a movement, range of motion modality. I'm going to slide my foot out here. See that? Just like that. Here's my kitchen chair. See my bench? That's your kitchen chair. So as I slide my foot out here, I have the kitchen chair here. So what I want you to do is take one foot and put it back under your chair as far as you can until you start to feel that heel. Keep going, yeah, just like that. And then we go like this, and then we just bend our knee. See that? Then we go back to the heel. So what am I trying to get you to do? Stretch your calf. See the knee? And then I put the heel down. So you can bring your toe up, bring your heel way back, and then put it back down. Take a big breath, and you can have your fingers on your chair, but I really want you to stay with this. See what I'm doing? I'm dropping the knee as if I were going to do a backward lunge, but I'm not. I'm taking a certain stance, then I'm going back and forth where I'm hitting that heel cord stretch. Then I release it. Now I go into bending my toes, okay? And then I go back. And I'm just kind of staying here for a bit and really giving my ankle, my foot, my heel cords a chance to finally release a little bit, okay? Take a big deep breath, yeah. Then we just bring that leg up, take a breath, take the other one back. So here's my kitchen chair. I'm gonna have it there to hang on to it. So anybody that has had foot issues, plantar fasciitis, a dropped toe, a dropped foot, this is really a good one. Okay, here's your kitchen chair. It's my bench. Now, can you take the other one back? Take the other one. Oh, you can. So what I want you to do is point your toe up until you feel a stretch, hard. Then put it down. So that's how you're going to do that. Okay, so I'm back here. See that? So see, my leg is very, very straight. Now I'm going to bend my knee. I can tell you, this one, my knee replaced side, when I try to bend my knee, I can hardly bend it even a little bit, and I feel tremendous stretch coming up my heel because I'm much tighter over on this side. See? Now I'm going straight. I had it bent, believe it or not. Okay, here I go. Take a breath. Hold your chair. Bend your knee just a little bit. Don't let your heel come up. Okay? And then come back. Okay? Now, bring your heel up. Go down as far as you feel you can. And then go back to put the heel down. So really push the toe up till you feel the stretch. Really feel the stretch. Then you let it release. So here I go. I'm going down, 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 down. And then I go back. Okay, so this is more about your ankle and your foot than it is your quad. Take a big breath through your nose. One more. And then release. See how I'm dropping? See, I'm not going so far down that I start to really feel a lot in my quad. I'm feeling it in my foot. I'm feeling it in my toes. That's where you want it. Okay, so after you've worked that for a bit, come up out of it. Good job. So that was the backward lunge, of which you always want to be able to do. You want to be able to go into a backward lunge. And why do you want to be able to do that? Because you want to be able to get into the floor and get your own little butt off the floor. That's what you want to try to do. So we're going to go there because I already warmed your foot up now, right? So now start working your arms and go side to side and working those arms. I'm instructing my mom. I'm doing dual programs here. So here I am. I'm going to do exactly what we just did. Now we're going to take up the whole, we're going to try to pull together this whole program that we did the whole first part of the class. And it goes into getting us down, down. So it's this move, whether you go ahead and get down on the floor or not, it's this move that you want to always be able to do if you want to keep your independence. So see, my foot is like that. Now I'm going to get ready to get up. I'm going to curl my toes under, okay? I'm going to press gently right here. The big mistake that everybody makes in this particular training is they do this. And you know why? Because they've lost strength here. So you can use one finger, maybe two. You got your toes under, drop your shoulders, hip hinge. See, when you go to get up, don't round your back. That's an automatic back strain and or fracture for anybody with osteoporosis. So here I'm coming in. See my toes? I'm going to push hard here. Okay? Not here. Tighten my tummy. Breath. Exhale. Breathe in. Okay? Take a big breath. Here we go. Exhale. And little by little, you do it with no touching of the bench. Tight tummy, breath. I'm still using a little, but I want to put it on my legs. I want to put it on my legs. Take a breath, one more. And then I come back up. Now you're going to do reverse. Okay? So now I'm going to go reverse. Keep doing that toe heel. Toe heel. Now is when you do the knee up and leave the floor. Bring your knee all the way up. Yes. Then go back down. Just keep doing that like you were riding a bike. Okay, are you ready? So here's the hip replace side. Here's the knee replace side. This is where I'm going to be putting a lot of my weight. I'm going to go into my toes are going to flex. I'm coming down. And always, always, always much more safe to have a chair, a wall, something, but don't overuse it. You ready? Take a big deep breath. The fingers are on the chair. Breath and exhale. You want to be able to put a little bit of pressure on the back toes, mostly on the front. You're going to be pushing right through here. Drop your shoulders, take a big breath, and exhale. And you're up. And one more. Just trying to practice the movement so that you have efficacy in how in the world am I going to get myself up off the floor. So you want to be able to go down and come back up anytime, anywhere. Yes, some of it is strength, but a lot of it is mechanics, okay? So we did it in a way that is it's a movement modality. It's a range of motion of how we did it today. All right, big breath again. We're gonna revisit one of them that's incredibly important, and it's the knee drive. We're gonna drive the knee up, okay? You ready? So, always have a safety net, but, because I don't want you to fall, but if you can, one finger or none, just hover over whatever it is you'd hold on to. Just hover. Okay, this is where you're gonna bring your hands here. And I'm instructing my mom here. You're gonna bring your hands here and you're gonna go up just to above the head. You're gonna put your knuckles right there like that. And then you're gonna go down. Then you're gonna bring your knee up and then the other knee up, up. Yes. So you go up, give it a break, go up here. And then down, and then one knee up and one knee up. That cycle over and over. Ready? Okay, here we go. I got her going. Because if I don't get her going, she just sits there. Okay, are you ready? She's giving me evil eye. All right. Up, drive. See how far I'm driving it? See that? And then I go just to the heel. Then I drive it and I bring it back. Tap down. And if I wanted to, I could slide into the down to the knee, but I won't do that right now. Movement modality. Are you ready? One finger hovering, take a rest, then go back and do it. That same cycle. Thumb knuckles right here, Mom, you're going up too high. Thumb knuckles on your head. Then bring them down, then do your legs. Are you ready? Tight tummy, drop your shoulders. Hand is over my holding, my little balance thing. I'm gonna drive that knee up as high as I can. I'm gonna put it down. Then I'm gonna drive it up and I'm gonna go back as far as I can go. Okay, so we've already practiced many of these moves. Okie dokie. So I just did one of each. See, it's a movement modality. Again, movement modality. Okay, here we go. Next movement modality. What am I going to do? I'm going to act like I'm going to do a plank. Now what you could do is lean in, put your hands on the rod, right there. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm going to put my hands on my chair, just like you have a kitchen chair. This is my kitchen chair today. And I'm going to step out and I'm going to keep my knees bent. And instead of going into a plank, I'm going to drop my hips and come down. And I'm going to drop my shoulders and I'm just going to hang 10, so to speak. I'm just going to hang out there. Drop your shoulders. Then I'm going to go back up, go into a real high toe point, then drop my heels. Then I'm going to swing forward, come all the way down, drop my shoulders, bring my chin in, take a big deep breath. And then when I can't hold it any longer, I'm going to press way up onto my toes and then drop. And then at this point, this is where I keep my legs very straight and I bring my upper body right down toward the knees. Then I bring a toe up and a toe up. So try to straighten your legs, lean in and come up, straighten your legs and come up and come up and come up and come up and come up. And you should feel big stretches right back here. Okay? Last time now, I'm going to bring it right here. And I'm going to drop down with the hips. Push the hips toward the chair. Drop your shoulders. Take a big deep breath. Then I'm going to pull and come back up. Yay. Now, I'm going to put my thumbs right under my chin. So the biggest thing on this one is I have to keep my teeth together. Don't grit them. Just keep your teeth together, okay? Because I don't want you to dislodge your jawbone. Drop your shoulders, okay? That's number one. Number two, take a neutral stance. Keep your knees soft, like you're riding a horse, okay? Drop your shoulders, thumbs go right under your chin, at the soft palate here of the chin, right there. Keep the teeth together. Take a breath. Now I want you to lift your chin up and really lift it up as high as you can. Keep your teeth together. Soften your knees. Breath. Okay, push just a little bit more. Then release and bring it down. And we do that same thing. And when we have it up there, we're just going to gently turn our chin and keep a little pressure. This is where you need to feel it, right through here. Okay, yeah, you'll stretch here, but you need to feel it through here, right at these, right under the occipital bones. Okay, you ready? So a lot of people's shoulder pain actually comes from a neck problem. You've had whiplash, you've had whatever you've had, it comes from the neck. Like some physical therapists even say 85% of your shoulder pain comes from your neck problems, okay? So I'm taking a wide stance. You could sit down, but I'm just keeping my knees soft, dropping my shoulders, teeth together. Then I'm gonna gently push. So I'm gonna lift my chin up as high as I can, and then I'm gonna go a little more, and then I'm gonna turn it gently. Keep pressure on. Keep pressure on, take a breath. Push. Push a little more, you should be feeling it in the neck. Now come to neutral, in the middle. Soften your knees, breath. Go to the other side. Okay, push. Push. Little tiny, tiny, tiny bit more, push. And release gently. Guide it back down. Then turn your neck. Keep your chin tucked. Turn your neck. Keep your chin tucked. Big breath through your nose. Another one. Big breath through your nose. Yeah. And then come back in. Okay. Now work with your shoulders. Work with your shoulders. So what are you going to do? You're going to go forward. Okay. Whenever I say work with your shoulders, a lot of times this is what people do. That's not what we want to do. Did I catch you? Okay. Go forward. Okay. As if you had little hands right here and they were trying to reach out. So I want you to go forward, but make sure your shoulders are down. Okay. A lot of times when people go forward, they go like this. I want to keep them down and I want to reach forward. And then put your hands, keep reaching so hard with your shoulders that you're feeling it in your middle upper back. Then bring them to neutral. Now touch your ears. Touch your ears. Big breath. Touch your ears a little higher. Now bring them down to neutral. Don't let them drop. Don't let them just do that. Guide them down. Now we go to the back. Now we open this. And we can do a much better job if you do a few little things, little tweaks. Are you ready? Breath through your nose. One more. Release. Okay? Shoulders are here neutral, right? Brace. Just brace. Breathe through your nose. Okay. Now pretend those little hands on the back part of your shoulders. And you're going to pull your thumb back. You want your thumb going back. Not here. back. And reach them back with your thumb going back. Yeah. Okay, breath. Okay, drop your shoulders. Okay, put that thumb back there a little more. Push, really push. Take a breath, push again. Now release. Okay? Now, I didn't tell you I was going to use this, but almost all of you have these. You have a band of any sort. I'm going to follow that very carefully orchestrated shoulder shrug. And remember, if you do this, it's okay to do movement. I'll take any movement, but really do it the way I showed you. Take a few seconds and do that. Then follow it. I'll let you do this just a second. Get your band, soften up your knees, drop your shoulders. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna keep my wrist neutral. This is not neutral. This is not neutral. This is neutral. Okay, so no bending of the wrist. And you're going to just take the backs of your hands after you have got your elbow locked into your side and your shoulders down. Now you're going to put pressure and you're going to try to pull that sucker apart. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your elbows in at your hip bones. Yes. Take breaths. Take breaths. Take breaths. Take breaths. Take breaths. Push it just a little tiny bit more. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. 5. Hold it. Push. 4. Breath. 3. 2. 1. Release. Okay, now I'm going to give it to my mom to have her do it. And if you are somewhere where you don't have, let's say you don't have a band. Well, I'm going to use one of my brother's t-shirts, and this is a stretchy material. This will work just fine to get that release through your shoulders. Do you realize that if you would do the shoulder shrug like I showed you, the chin lift, that really elongated lift, and this move, a lot of your shoulder pain would dissipate. Yeah, you'll have to revisit and do it again. It's kind of like you have to brush your teeth pretty much every day, right? Well, you have to do this again, okay? But it helps relieve shoulder pain. So I'm right here. Elbow is touching my hip. I'm braced. I'm sitting up. Drop my shoulders. Keep my wrist neutral and start to pull. Take the backs of your hands and just try to touch something on either side and keep your shoulders going in. While you're doing that, just hold, take a breath, hold, take a breath, hold, take a breath, pull, pull, pull. Keep your shoulders down, breathing, keep it pulling, then release. So you want to hold it for, I would say, 15 to 30 seconds. That's what I'm trying to get you to do, is 15 to 30 seconds. Okay? Okay, you ready to do a really important one? And you can do this seated, or you can stand and hold the thing. You can do this one, okay? So she's gonna get up out of her chair and make sure she's gonna get up okay. And you're gonna face it, there you go. And this is what you're gonna do. Get your safety net, always a pole, something. And you're gonna hang on. You're gonna keep your shoulders down. So if you're holding on something, that's okay, but keep your shoulders down. So this is, again, a mobility thing, a balance thing. And I'm gonna take my foot and I'm gonna put it maybe in line with my toe of the other foot. And I'm just gonna stay that stance. So make sure you're readying up here. So your tight tummy. And you're gonna just take one leg and you're gonna put the heel at the toe. See, I'm not even crossing. I just want it at the toe. And then I'm gonna come back. Neutral stance. I'm gonna come here and bring it right here. And then I'm gonna bring it back. Okay? Now what I want you to do is transfer weight. So I'm gonna go shift, bring the heel, and now put weight on that front foot. Shift into that front foot. Now go back, bring that foot back, and then trade. Tight tummy. Here we go. Keep your knees soft. You want that heel right over the toe. Now bring the weight into the front foot. Into the front foot. Okay? And act like you're gonna lift the back leg. See? And then come back down, and then come back down. So I don't want to clutter this move with a lot of other stuff. I'm telling you, if you spent 1 to 3 minutes, 1 to 3 minutes, you could do it at the kitchen sink. You could do it wherever you're standing, brushing your teeth. If you would get a proper stance, you know what that is. Shoulders down, breathing through my nose, tight tummy, knees are soft. Shift, bring that heel to the toe, and now shift your weight to that front foot and lift the back leg so that you're balancing on that one leg. And you're gonna try to stay in there as long as you can, then put your foot down, bring it back, and do the other side. So tight tummy, big breath, here we go. Now shift. If you're using your hands, don't rely on just your hands. You want it on that front foot, and then you're gonna act like you're gonna lift that back foot up. And then you come back and you come back. 1 to 3 minutes. Do that, okay? That's gonna help you with your balance. It's gonna help you with your strength. And if you get to where you can do a 30-second to 1 minute hold, whoa, that's gonna really help you. Okay, so now while you're in this stance, you're just right here, and you're gonna bend one knee and straighten one knee. And why I want you to do that is because I want you to then follow it with bending one leg, straightening one leg, and turning. And get to where you can just do it independently of holding anything. So it's back and forth. So it's a shifting into the foot and bending your knee and straightening your knee and turning. So this kind of thing right here, for somebody that has had problems with their back, oh my goodness, they will avoid like a plague doing any turning. And so they walk stiff. Well, this is a gentle way to do shifting, bending of one knee, straightening of other, and then bring that elbow around. And you're turning and looking over your shoulder. And then you're bending, turning, and looking over your shoulder. So it's a gentle transverse move, which is a normal functional range that we want to try to regain and keep. Tight tummy, turn, tight tummy, turn, tight tummy, breathing, 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 breathing. Now shift and bring one toe up, shift and bring the other toe up. Shift and bring one toe up, tight tummy, breathe, shift and bring one toe up, not your heel, your toe. Bring your toe up, and then bring your toe up. See, my mom's trying to cheat because she's a slug, and so I have to watch her, okay? See how I'm just bringing one toe up? So I followed that transverse move into the weight shifting, the foot lifting. Take a big, big, deep breath. Shake, shake, shake. Is your chair in the right position? You want me to pull it up? So you're good to stand there. So take a breath. Do a slow, gentle shoulder roll. Come back around. Come back around. Just remember, if you start having a lot of shoulder issues, just some pain, think neck. Do that stretch. I'm telling you, this hold, it will get you out of trouble a far majority of the time. It really will. Okay, you guys. Woo! I'm hoping everything translated. Let me take off my record. Good to have everybody here. I'm at my brother's studio where he does his exercise and he's got all his bike stuff. I gotta find where I'm at. Oh, there it is. Stop.